Today's topic is for all of you mentors in training, and we're going to get really practical about this first phase in Pursue God disciple making, the invite phase. I actually think this is the hardest of all the phases because if you never successfully invite someone into a discipling relationship, you won't be able to move on to the other phases. So mastering the invite phase is of utmost importance. Let's talk about that. Okay, so here's the overarching principle that we've learned. Making the invite is dependent upon the type of relationship that you have with the person that you're inviting into a mentoring relationship. So as you think about who you want to invite, you want to think about the type of relationship you have with those people. Now, there are 3 types of invites in broad terms, and we're going to go over each one of these and help you to understand which one to use. The first type of invite we just call the direct invite. Now, you want to use this method, you want to use this approach with established relationships. So parents, obviously, you can use the direct method to invite your kids into a mentoring relationship. They probably don't have a choice, right? You're just going to do it with them. But there might be some other people in your world that you have a great established relationship with, and you can just be direct about it. And really, the direct method boils down to this. You just offer to mentor somebody. You know, I've done this with people in my church before. I've walked up to young men that I already have a relationship with. I have some credibility with. I say, hey, do you have a mentor? They say no. I said, I'd love to mentor you. That's the direct method. Now, the next method is probably more common. This is the indirect method. And this is what you want to use for casual relationships. So maybe for a neighbor or a coworker, or maybe that person in your small group or the person at church that you have a casual relationship with, but maybe it would be a little weird for you to directly invite them into a mentoring relationship. So in this case, you want to just send a topic from the site and then offer to talk with them. Now, I personally like to text them the message. I like to pick a topic from the site. I mean, really prayerfully look at the topics on Pursue God or on Flex Talk and find something that would really make an impact on that person. Find something that they want to talk about, something that they're dealing with, and just share it with them. And just a simple, non-confrontational offer to sit down and talk about it if they'd like to. That's the indirect method. Now, the last method we call the handoff. And this is the method for mentors who want to help other mentors. Now, this is especially helpful for churches or ministries who are just getting started. If you're training up a bunch of mentors and you want to release them, pastors, ministry leaders, you'll want to help make the handoff. And we have some other training videos that explain this a little bit more fully. But this is, again, where your mentor connects you to someone else, right? So if you don't feel like you're ready to do the direct or even the indirect method, then maybe talk to your mentor or your pastor and say, hey, would you find someone that I can mentor? Again, probably the easiest way to do it is to let your mentor or pastor connect you to someone who needs the help. So those are the 3 types of invites: the direct, the indirect, and the handoff. So think about the people in your world that you might be able to disciple someday and decide which of those 3 methods is the most appropriate. And I want to just finish with this thought. You need to learn to master the art of the invite and don't give up on it. It really is an art. It really does take some practice. It takes some determination. You're probably going to be rejected. I've been rejected many times when it comes to trying to invite someone into a mentoring relationship, but I've not given up on it, and so I've discipled many people in my life already. And Jesus says this to his disciples in Matthew chapter 10. He says, if any household or town refuses to welcome you or listen to your message, he's really talking about the invite, right? He sends his disciples out 2 by 2 to go make disciples. And basically what he's saying is, don't sweat it. Shake the dust from your feet as you leave. And he says, go to the next town, and to the next town, and to the next town. Keep inviting. Eventually, someone will be ready to hear your message. And those are the people that you want to invest in. And when you invest in those people, you can change their life. So don't give up on the invite.